were distracting me with your iPad. Okay. China creates the strain of coronavirus, right? China released it to a small section in China, right? You're with me.
Yeah.
The doctor who created this dies. The guy who has the cure is dead, dies. He's murdered. Let's be real. He's murdered by the Chinese government. Now this virus is fast spreading with no cure, and it spreads. So what I think happened was China's plan was to release it to a small part of China that really works, like is poor and works in like shipping facilities and stuff, because then that would have fucked America up, because government, communists, were fucking pissed at Trump, and they released a biological weapon that then fucked up all of our shipping, fucked up our stock market, because the stock market's been fucked up since fucking December because of all this stuff. And eventually it just spread to every country. Like, they had to contain it, so it got out of control, and they killed the doctor who had the cure. Because their plan was, because, like, here's the thing. If another country releases secretly a biological weapon, and this is true, like, this is straight up from my family in the military. The United States has certain proceedings, because we have biological weapons here in America. We have certain things we have to do, protocols, before we can, like, just nuke a country. You know what I mean? Like, if they release a biological weapon and they're like, oh, it's a virus, we didn't do this, it was from bat soup, then we can't be like, fuck you, China, we're gonna blow you up. But they're also fucking our lives up. You see what I'm saying?
I mean, I don't necessarily agree with your conspiracy angle. But, I mean, listen, it's a wacky world.
Because they keep saying it's the same as AIDS. Where did AIDS come from? Everyone says there's so many theories, like this person had sex with a monkey, this person did that, and with the coronavirus, they're saying like, oh, it was from bat soup, and now some people are saying it's a biological weapon, and some people are saying now it's from a toilet seat. Like, open your eyes, people. It's a new strain of a virus that was created in a lab. Because when you create a biological weapon, you know how, like, you fucking know what you know there's no cure because it's man-made.
Well, I mean, it's certainly unlike anything the world has ever seen. But
someone on my life said that was batshit crazy talk.
Well, who knows? But I'm open to anything. I mean, I could see someone sitting on a toilet, and who knows what the cleaning open air market that sells monkeys and bats to be eaten. I'm sure a clean toilet's not high on their priority list. I could see it being some James Bond biological weapon. You know.
I just think, and here's the other thing. I've had a lot of time to think the last 2 weeks because I haven't had much to do. First of all, would you not agree people have freaked the fuck out during this thing?
I mean,
I air one when that old lady literally acted like.
Yeah, I mean it's.
I was like I had the plague. I had what was it that everyone had back in leprosy? That's how she acted.
Well, the most recent pandemic we've had was the SARS flu.
I didn't even know that was a thing.
You know, I'm concerned. I'm not more concerned.
Because people are saying like it's blood types now. People are saying it's like wash your hands, which obviously this is the one pandemic that has paid off for me because I'm a germaphobe. Like our houses, we're both OCD clean freaks.
Yeah, I mean
that we haven't changed our lifestyle at all because we take enough vitamins that nothing should be able to penetrate our body.
Well, I think as long as you're relatively hygienic, you're not French kissing a homeless person who has a cold.
That last week.
No, that was me. You have a very low chance of getting it. You know, obviously, if you have pre-existing condition, that you have lung cancer, because it's a respiratory disease or you have diabetes, that's not a lung disease, but immunity system is compromised, you might be at a higher risk. But
it's also like our friend Pete Lee and his girlfriend, they thought they had it, and we had literally seen them a week that they were probably contagious, and we didn't get it.
Yeah, because...
You know what I mean? Like...
I think if you're like 75 and you're drinking and smoking and younger people are dying too.
Yes, lay off the vapes. You'll be fine.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not saying you have to be Jack LaLanne and be like super in shape, but Lois is in the house. So, I'm like, we live in West Hollywood, and there's a, for lack of a better word,
there's more viruses other than coronavirus here. But
there's like an old person's home, two houses down from us. It's not a hospice, but the next step before you go to a hospice. It's like really old people who are sick and I think whose families are gone now. And, I'd be more concerned about those people.
Here's too. Do I think the coronavirus is real? Yes. Could people like my father die from it? Yes.
Because your father had pre-existing...
he has asthma, and he's already had pneumonia once this year because he has lung issues. But my mom takes a lot of precautions for him anyway. So, obviously, they're not going out of the house. My brother came home to help take care of them for a while. But I don't think it's as bad as everyone. I do...
the best example of, like when AIDS started happening, I think it was perceived as just being a gay disease because it hit the gay communities the hardest. But then, straight people got it. Bisexual.
Sexuals.
So, there was an unknown of at some point for a few years. And that's where we're at now. But I think, to me, it's just like a super version of the flu.
Yeah.
And more people are going to die this year from the flu than of coronavirus.
That's the same as, do you remember when we got the stomach virus last Christmas?
Before we start, yes, I do. A shout out to my friend in chat, Chris Ramirez.
What's up, Chris?
One of my true OGs. Andrew Stoken, the ruler of all my artwork.
Andrew, your artwork is all over Hollywood right now. We don't know how it is, but it is.
And one more shout out to Amy Mata, Steady Curry's other half.
Oh, hi. We have some fans in here too. Hi,
so, me and Chandler both got sick.
Okay, so here's one thing about that. We got the stomach virus last Christmas, right? We thought we had food poisoning because that was the worst I've been sick in a long, long time. Okay. Come to find out, after Christmas, we came, and apparently and I was shocked we got sick because we're both so healthy, and I thought, well, maybe it's because we just both got off shows, and, I'd been around a lot of UCB people, you'd been around the store. Come to find out, people at the Comedy Store had previously had it and came to the store and used the microphones. I don't work there, but I'm pretty sure they don't disinfect that.
I can tell you, as someone who does work there, they do not.
Because I know at UCB, that was around the time I was performing a lot, they do disinfect. We don't use microphones, but they disinfect our stages and our chairs and stuff every show. At the Comedy Store, I feel like they don't disinfect things, and you just confirm that. So then you're using a mic that someone else sick has used, and also 30 other people have used that night. And you come home, you kiss me, you see your neighbors, and then you give it to me, because I got it right after you. We go on a plane. We're in first class seats, because we're rich as fuck. Then we give it to people in those seats. That's how it spreads. And then when we got back to LA, I was pissed because that was when two comics said to you, because remember we were like, oh my gosh, we thought we had food poisoning. And they're like, no, the stomach is going around at the store.
And you also think, if you've ever seen a cleaning crew on an airplane, they do a very light clean.
Yeah.
You think one plane your plane gets used during the day. So if you take a red eye to Alabama or anywhere, it doesn't matter. That plane's probably been in the air for 15 hours out of that day.
And you're sharing air because it's circulated.
Yeah, you're sharing air. Like I said, they lightly wipe the food tray and the armrest. They probably don't even. And so you're getting that person's germs who might have been sick. And I mean, planes are really just a walking petri dish.
Well, that's like when we first started dating on our first date. I know you don't remember this because it was so long ago, but I was like, we ordered, and then I was like, hey, I'm going to go wash my hands. And I went and washed my hands, and then I came back, and I sat down, and I used hand sanitizer, which is something I do because I have a level of germophobia, like extreme. Like, if someone touches my plate, you know this, I won't eat off of it unless it's like you. But on our date, you weren't out by that, and you're like, oh, I'm gonna actually go wash my hands, and then you did the same thing. I feel like because we have those pre-existing rituals, that's from getting sick in the long run and healthy.
Absolutely. By the way, we're gonna cut the Facebook live feed right now, just so you gotta listen to the rest on Apple. Shout out to Andrew Jacobs. We might go on Instagram live in a few minutes, so go over there.
Can we share my Instagram live so then we're doing?
Yeah, what is Chandler? What's your Instagram live?
Chandler, Chandler, Barbie, Barbe.
So we're going to cut the Facebook live feed. This will be up on Apple Podcasts hopefully by tomorrow if the sound issues aren't too bad. And go on Chandler's Instagram live right now if you want to just continue watching. I love you.